Let us do this, friends, Romans, countrymen. Lend me your ears. I don't remember any other part of that speech. It would be
I've come to bury Caesar, not to praise him.
I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. Thank you. Thank you. I actually never read this one.
I went through a Shakespeare phase and so within that Shakespeare phase, I was very into the play Julius Caesar specifically.
I literally wrote my thesis on Shakespeare, but I was focused on A Winter's Tale because I'm
Yeah.
that kind of feminist.
Yeah, fair.
Fair.
Yeah, no. The only reason why I know a weird number of Julius Caesar speeches because at one point I had a Julius Caesar Shakespeare hyperfixation.
Yeah, understandable. I had a fixation on my Shakespeare professor.
Do tell.
Dr. Moncrief, don't watch this episode. Sorry, Dr. Moncrief. You were beautiful. You probably still are beautiful. I'm going to move on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Thy Kingdom Come. I need Jesus, so I ran this game. Welcome to Live from the Apocalypse. We are a not-for-profit TTRPG studio that makes actual play content in the forms of streams and podcasts to raise money for nonprofits, aid organizations, and progressive causes. We're currently raising money for Doctors Without Borders. We're providing critical care and disaster relief around the globe, particularly in Palestine and Ukraine. And we ask if you like what you see here. You take the money that you would have otherwise spent on Twitch shenanigans, fake money, Twitch stuff, and donate it directly to Doctors Without Borders instead. The donate button is where the subscribe button would ordinarily be. If you are on mobile, you can use the command !donate, and that will summon the bot that will give you the link to where you can donate. And that would be cool. By doing that, you can make the McElroy brothers yell at us and interrupt whatever dramatic and important scene is going on. And by us, really, I just mean JD. Really, it's JD. He runs the stream for us, and we appreciate them so much. This channel, not this specific this game has some donation incentives. Specifically, a $15 donation will allow you to give a player of your choice +1 forward. A $20 donation will allow you to give a player of your choice -1 to their next roll. And if you donate $25, you can force me, the GM, to run the game in a Stitch voice for 60 seconds. You will not find a deal like that in any other game on LFTA or elsewhere. Because it's very silly. With that out of the way, let's introduce our players, beginning with Amber, who's immediately taking a drink. I used to be a waitress, you can tell, because I will always interrupt someone when they're taking a drink.
It is all good. No worries. Hi, everybody. I'm Amber, also known as the Space Jamber. I am a 3-time Emmy-nominated TTRPG writer, editor, podcaster, and streamer. Tonight, I am playing Imogen, not Heap Amber, which is what my brain wanted to say. Imogen Warwick, who is our scholar. Both their pronouns and my pronouns are they, she. And if you refer to us with any masculine pronouns, no. So, thank you.
Fair enough. Misgendering. Just don't. We do not have Bedlam here tonight, because he's doing Bedlam stuff. So moving down, we have Brendan.
Hey, it's Brendan. I am so used to going first on Academy H that I was briefly surprised when I wasn't going first tonight. But hey, I'm Brendan, he, him pronouns, and I am playing Sefer, they, them pronouns. Sefer is a teenage Frankenstein thembo who's really going through it. V2 rocking in a trench coat. We all know the song at this point. I, Brendan, absolutely simped for one of my professors in college. She taught vampires in literature and Eastern European science fiction. Also a lot of Russian, but I didn't actually take Russian. I took a different foreign language, but I still took Dr. D's classes. And hey, Dr. D, if you're watching, yeah, I still simp for you.
We're all being very honest tonight. In the assumption that our professors have much better things to do with their time than watch our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Uh, JD, it's all you, buddy. You are muted.
I am muted. That is true. Thank you for catching that, Della. I forgot to unmute myself. Hi, I am JD. You can find me on the internet at JD Not Jason Dean. Tonight I am playing Saint Soren Augustine, the Revenant. He's having a normal time. Everything's fine. We're trying to feel alive, and we've done that now with murder, cocaine, and vigilante shit that got our new housemate kidnapped. So things are going great. That's what I can say about Soren. As for simping for any professors, I don't know. Maybe that's for two truths and a lie in the future.
You simp for Moncrief too, don't lie.
I do simp for Moncrief too.
Yeah.
Although I'm still salty that it took her so long to get my thesis chapters back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We begin with my dog. And we actually begin where we left off. Shenanigans had occurred in great quantities. Uh, but the major one is that all of our young monsters are all together. They were about to set off in search of their good pal Sefer when suddenly said pal Sefer spoke up from the body of Dusty the dog. And you're all still, that's where we are going to begin. I am going to basically, sorry Bedlam, be sock puppeting Jerome around. Um in case you guys need that, but just sort of assume he's there in the background, being kind of distracted and generally looming. Yeah, Sever, there you are. You are in a dog. Zeke looks perturbed.
Yeah, wow, I could really go for some burnt toast right now. I'm starting to really understand why Zeke loved that so much.
Zephyr?
Yeah, yeah, I'm in a dog now. I was little Shabti action figure Sefer for a while, and now I'm dog Sefer.
Okay, let's start with what happened last night.
Oh, I was kidnapped by my uncle.
You're you were kidnapped by
Yeah, it turns out my uncle's in the Sons of Adam.
oh.
Also,
Oh.
there was a German brain in a jar. Oh, the brain was German. I don't know if the jar was German. I didn't see any branding on it. Though I imagine probably kind of makes sense. Decent. Solid engineering. Probably for that brain case. Um, but I don't actually. Della, do I recall the name of the brain?
The brain was never given a name.
Okay.
You guys, you started referring to him as the German or your German, and your uncle just started calling him our German as well.
Ah,
So there
yes,
was
that's
no
right. Yeah.
name
Oh, yeah.
given
Oh,
to
that's
the
right.
brain.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Your German's pretty smart, almost as smart as my German. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Dr. Thesiger would be upset that you were bringing her up at all.
Yes, there was a German brain in a jar of indeterminate nationality. Um, and yeah, they had my soul trapped just in a little guy, uh, a little shabty fella made of clay and wire and had a little shem on it, you know, to bind my Athenor into body that wasn't mine. Um, they were planning on doing something that I don't know that I totally cared for. Um, so I got my uncle talking, and I used trains to break out.
Wait, where did trains come in?
Oh, so it's a funny story. I'm sorry. That's going to be a whole tangent. I should really get back to the point. I've been trying to explain this to people. Being separated from my body seems like it's really kind of doing a number on my um ability to emotionally regulate. Um, on the plus side, it's made me pretty calm about the whole situation. On the other hand, it is making it a little hard to stay focused. I Sorry, what was I talking about?
It doesn't really matter what you were talking about. Let's go to what do you remember about where they have you?
I think they've got my body somewhere, probably planning on doing something pretty gnarly with it. I would like to get that back. I do like that body, though. I'm not gonna lie. Being a dog starting to grow on me. All kinds of interesting smells. Yeah, the thing you have to understand, homunculi actually don't have amazing senses of smell. Um, it, it much better than mortal senses in most respects, but actually, sense of smell not actually one of them. Um, so honestly, right now, the smells, I gotta say, doing it for me.
What's up, Della? What's up? What was up with those dice?
Soren, you get a page from your current foster parents. From this one's from Sister Marie. Uh, Again, it's just a little bleep on your pager, which probably means like come home because school's over. Uh, you know, one of their foster kids is missing, and their adopted kid is missing, and they don't want to lose their other kid. Uh, so yeah, they're looking for you. They want you to come home.
Soren glances down at that, registers it, and then just goes back to ignoring it and looks at Imogen and says, have you ever heard of something like this? Homunculi being separated from their body?
I'll be real, I don't think I even heard of homunculi before I met Sefer. So, um, this is an interesting predicament we found ourselves in. I I can ask my dad.
Imogen, I will let you if you guys take this to you guys are just out on the sidewalk. If you guys take this to another place, I will let you use your appraisal move on Dusty.
The dog?
Yeah, because
Okay.
Dusty is right now sort of possessed of supernatural power. I will let you get away with using appraisal to find out about this magical object essentially being Sefer.
Hey, Soren, how do you think your mom would feel about you coming home with a pet dog?
Uh, I I don't
You'd
know.
have to not talk,
Yeah, you
Zephyr,
would have to shut up.
because your mom's gonna be real concerned if there's a talking dog with your voice that I've brought home.
I can see how that would be concerning. Um, but and I it's good points. Good points all. Good points all. Um, counterpoint. Um, this is all very exciting. Uh, I have so many thoughts, and so I wish to express them. Um, just I feel as though it's a veritable world of possibilities has opened up to me, both in terms of the spiritual, the decoupling of my athanor from my body and its metaphysical implications. And once again, I really must stress all of these amazing smells. For instance, that guy over there, you know what I can tell? He is extremely nervous about something. He has put on too much cologne to try and hide how much sweat uh, that he is currently producing, sweating through all of that cologne. And I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the bag of cocaine that he has in his butt. Uh, Pretty sure that he's heading over to Ace's spot.
Hey, Brendan, make a blood roll.
What is my blood? I don't know. See, okay, see, in Academy Age, I have the excuse that my stats are always changing. I don't have that excuse in this game.
You really don't.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a plus one when I in the double check.
Yeah.
I also have too many role playing books.
You and everybody else in the TTRPG space.
I have so many role-playing books. I don't use any of them.
I bought a big old hardback one recently that I'm probably who knows if I'll ever actually use it, but it was 30% off at Barnes and Noble, so I'm like taking that deal. It blinded me with savings. That is a 7 exactly.
All right.
Seven is a success in Urban Shadows, right? Or is it
Yes, so
okay?
seven's
It's a mixed
success.
Right.
success.
It's a
Yes. Okay.
mixed
Mixed
success.
success. Yeah. Okay. That's right. I'm
You
sorry. I was thinking of Apocalypse Keys, where the threshold becomes 8. That's right.
you can choose. I will let you choose one. I'm going to send you a message, actually. Continue talking amongst yourselves, but I'm going to send you a message. You must choose one of these options. Every so often, I will be sending you a message. Don't do
Honestly, this whole
this.
situation is pretty fascinating just because I've always tended to think of what I am and my creation as a function of the field of homuncular electronics, which tends to descend from a very Paracelsian tradition of alchemy. Whereas what was done to me with the Shabti and the Shem and the binding of the soul into a new object, that comes from a decidedly much more Yitzraic tradition that kind of exists. It exists in conversation with alchemy, but it is a parallel tradition, a far more mystical tradition, and one that I've honestly never really explored. I always kind of thought it was just grasping theoretically at practical principles that were articulated in alchemy, but I might be wrong. I
Imogen,
might
I
be
we can't
wrong.
don't
bring him home. We
I
can't
don't
bring him home.
understand a single word that came out of your mouth. I'm not going to parse any of that. So either
Sefer
I'm
leaves.
really happy for you or
Sefer is
I'm
what
sorry that
Shepherd's the
happened.
trot down the road, just 4 little legs, just not running, not running away, but Sefer is just hot to trot, just tail in the air. Oh, I smell.
Somewhere,
I think, guys, you know what I think I smell? Guys, you know what I think I smell right
what do you smell?
now? He's just trotting down the road. Hey, what's up?
Somewhere Chapel Rowan's Hot to Go is playing. HOTTOGO.
Perfect.
Imogen, do we just follow them?
Um, yeah. And just make sure that they don't get caught by animal control.
I mean, Dusty
Jerome
hasn't been caught by animal control so far, so that is something.
Jerome's like, I mean, I'll go. Like I'm pretty sure animal control thinks Dusty's my dog. Uh, So Jerome will follow. Anyway, I feel like, it's my best shot at, helping out Ace.
Just a golem in a
I'm
dog's
just so
body.
lost here. I'm
Just a
so
golem in
lost,
a
Della. I
dog's
don't know what to
Yeah.
do
body.
when
Just a
Sefer
golem
and
in a
his dog
dog's
body.
body.
I think
Just a golem
that,
in a dog's
yeah,
body.
I mean, the dog appears to be going to go find his body, which will probably be fine, unless he actually is in the Sons of Adam enclave, which could be bad.
No, that could be fine.
It could be fine
I'm
as
not
long as you're
worried about
there.
that.
If
Yeah.
you're there, it could be fine.
Just a golem in a dog's body.
I
Just a
think we
golem
need to follow them, Imogen.
I- Yeah, sure. Let's follow the golem in a dog's body to a second location.
Going to a
I mean,
second.
when you put it that way.
All right.
I'm sorry, this just a golem in a dog's body. Just a
Let me see here. Brendan, or let's see. You guys are cruising along, following this dog, following this golem in a dog's body. And as you go along your way, the two of you are, again, you guys are pretty sure like you are walking directly toward a place where Sons of Adam are.
Mhm.
Sefer, that thought crosses your mind as well, but you are following your nose. And that is very important now. It's even hard to think about what those people were trying to do before and, or tell your friends how many people might have been there or give anybody any information on they're about to walk into. But eventually you do come to a uh make a mind roll.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
Make a mind roll.
Mind. The power of my dog mind. Well, the power of my dog mind is an 8, as it turns out.
Okay, cool. An 8. What an 8 gets you is you will be able to get there. You can get there, no problem. You got 4 legs. You can go through bushes. You can dig under fences. You can get there, no worries. You are not entirely certain these two will be able to follow you. You think you are going to be going for a couple of miles.
Hmm. Okay, all right. Okay, so we're kind of at an impasse right now. I think I can definitely follow this trail all the way back to wherever I'm at. I'm not 100% sure you guys can. Um, so really, I guess the question is, how do we get you guys in the dog bodies?
I don't think that is the question.
Hold on, back up. That's not a bad idea. Sorry, this is just Amber coming out. I'm sorry. Amber said, wait. Della, how did you figure this out so I can make it happen in real life?
Hey, you guys looking for dog bodies?
Dog.
You guys looking for dog bodies?
Hey, you kids looking for dog bodies?
So that happens. That wasn't me just being weird. That is
okay.
a voice that you guys hear. You guys looking for dog bodies?
Oh, are these the bodies of all the dogs you killed by resubscribing?
Oh yeah,
78.
This weird ginger shows up. This weird ginger shows up. He throws them all in the garbage, and that's where we find them.
just fucking backs the LFTA truck in. Just...
Beep, beep, beep.
Oh, I'm a
Dumps them
monster.
all right into the trash.
Frank
but-
is maybe the name of the doctor, but Brendan is the name of the monster.
You know, that is an extremely accurate thing. So you guys turn around and see, sort of squatting along the wall, 6 little winged dudes smoking cigarettes that are like this big. The ends of passing around a single cigarette that's like in their hands is like that big around. All kind of looking up at you, all grubby. They're wearing very tiny, like Barbie jumpsuits that have clearly had the words sanitation department written on the backs of them in Sharpie. And they kind of look at you. You kids looking for dog bodies? Is that what we heard you say? Because we might be able to help you out.
Soren, it would be a solution to a lot of our problems if we just disappeared into dog bodies and ceased to be human.
I
swear to God, I'm gonna shit post my way through this game.
I'm not saying this sounds like if you were looking to get transmogrified into a mongrel, transmogrified, if you will, that sounds like a question for the Queen in Exile, who our very patroness. They hold a thimbleful of whiskey in the air. We could help you out. Get you an introduction and some fine new dog bodies. The GM thought you guys were just going to take a car, but this is more interesting.
I'm already set. So, I'm gonna kind of just put this ball in your court. Speaking of
Ball?
does everyone have a ball? Man, like a tennis ball? Oh, you know what they have now? They have these like little plastic like ice cream scoop things, and you can really like yeet a tennis ball. Like, man, it is they changed the game of fetch. Man, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay. I just need us to take a moment because you're right.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
This could solve some problems, but
I'm taking this in so many directions.
I'm just gonna put something out there, and that is, if we're all dogs, how are we going to get Sefer's body out?
Oh,
why go through that trouble?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. How would they get Sefer's body out?
Oh, Sefer's body out. I did that. I promise you, I'm stone cold sober. I'm just out of it.
No, I mean, look, I'm the one who's God. I have where have I ended us to?
You have ended us to a very strange place. Well, here's the thing. Well, here's what you could do. You could get an even bigger dog. That one, the tall one, could be an even bigger dog. Or I guess you could ask a werewolf. They could ask a werewolf. A werewolf is like a big dog. They all kind of look around like, yeah, werewolf is like a big dog. Yeah.
I don't want to deal with werewolves. Personally.
That's fair.
Oh.
That's fair. Hank dealt with a werewolf once. Yeah, I dealt with a werewolf once. I dealt with a werewolf once, and now I gotta shave 4 times every full moon. The bullshit, I tell you.
I mean, really, who needs donation incentives at this point?
Della, who the fuck did we run into?
You ran into the sanitation department. I made these NPCs day one. You just haven't had the I just saw the opportunity to bring in my favorite NPCs I haven't gotten to play yet.
Well, you're welcome.
They're incredible.
This is apparently the shitpost episode, so I thought, all right, I can shitpost.
Oh,
Okay. So,
I'm sorry,
So-
guys. I got nothing. I peeked at dog bodies.
Sefer, what is the reason we can't follow you? What is it about the terrain or where we're headed that makes it this difficult?
You know, kind of hard to say. I guess I'm kind of like thinking of it as kind of like moving in a straight line, which I guess we don't necessarily have to. I guess I'm just kind of like I don't know 100% if I could like follow the trail not in a straight line. I would have to find it again if we went by human time ways.
I think that's still a better idea than all of us becoming dogs. I would feel better. I do not like the idea of being separated from my body.
You know, it's fair. Yeah, no, that is totally fair. I guess I guess now that I kind of yanked that band-aid off, and so I kind of forgot how disconcerting that concept can be when you first encounter it. Though, can I say, as a potential upside, sometimes you get karate chop action, uh, and also, um, can I emphasize just one more time the smells?
The smells are indeed amazing, says Zeke, which is the longest sentence you've heard Zeke say since he became a jagged hair in the fabric of space time.
The smells are indeed honestly. Just gonna say the fox smells very weird. Smells extremely weird.
Yeah. Oh, the fox smells deeply weird.
Smoke
The
smells
fox
extraordinarily strange. The fox smells.
like
Uh,
empty space.
yeah, the
Oh.
fox smells like the red shift.
Oh, well, fox
What?
sake. For fox's sake.
What does that mean, Sefer?
I honestly, it's the only way that I can really. I'm trying to like bridge the gap of like what Sefer knows and what dog nose brain knows, and your fox smells like the red shift.
What is the red shift?
It is what happens to light as it travels and the particles decay over the course of well, distances generally measured in light years.
I think he is calling me. I think they are calling me slow.
Are you calling Zeke slow?
No, I think I was searching for language that imparts a sense of simultaneously cosmic and unsettling.
Yes, I was making a joke. It was very funny.
Of course it was Zeke.
You could, just as a thought, call a cab.
We
Or,
could.
as
We
another
could.
thought, it is possible that the family of hunters may have resources available. Just a thought.
But Della, how are we going to get across this bridge?
Listen, you can you can try to ramp it, but the last time I did that with a character trying to get across that bridge, I got cut in half by a door. So,
Okay. Okay,
or we can go
we
running through a thicket. We could also run through a thicket. There are rabbits in thickets. There are rabbits in thickets. I have seen them. Have you seen the rabbits in the thickets? Never Dusty. Have you seen the rabbits? They're excellent. They're very fast.
I haven't, but that does sound really cool.
They're excellent.
Oh man, that sounds. Oh, that sounds really cool. Oh shoot, body or rabbits? Rabbits or body? The ancient
Well,
philosophical
body.
question.
Sefer,
Body.
That-
all jokes aside, I think body is the way to go.
You make fair points. I just want it to be stated that rabbits made a compelling case.
You can pet rabbits as a homunculus.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to pet him.
I don't think they are either.
You kids want to see a dead bunny?
No! 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 Della, take it back!
I can't. The intrusive thoughts won. Okay. So what are we doing? What are we doing, class? What are we doing, Cam?
Calling a cab. We are
You call-
calling a cab.
Yeah, we're
Calling
calling a cab.
This
Okay.
thing, yes, this cul-de-sac was fun, but I will keep us here no longer.
Yes. All right. So you guys call a cab. Jerome knows a guy through the church, or Amber, you can say that Imogen knows somebody through their network, who drives a car, who's not going to ask any questions. So yeah, you guys get in a car and you are able to make it to, it is in fact a couple of miles through back. It would have only been like a mile and a half as the crow flies. Over roads it's significantly longer, but as a crow flies involves going through people's backyards. It involves going through, again, sort of woodland, shrubberies, thickets full of bunnies. You would have lost both Zeke and Dusty. But you pull up in front of, the trail stops at a, what looks like an abandoned crab restaurant called the Crab Shanty, and it is locked, shuttered, has a bunch of like notices on it from city government being like, your building is shut down, whoever owns this building, we're going to auction it off for back taxes if you don't do something about it. All that
I
kind of.
we literally drove past this place in like Middleburg on the way to Aaron's relative's place yesterday. Like
The Crab Shanty
I've
is
seen this place.
the Crab Shanty, by the way, real place in Ellicott City. Not closed to the best of my knowledge.
Okay, this was just a very closed, very rundown old crab restaurant in Middleburg with stenciled spray painted sign saying "Be back soon." That I don't I they weren't
Yeah,
not back
wait.
soon.
Back up. Shanty Grill?
Yes,
It's
they
closed.
rebranded. Oh, it is closed? Oh.
It's now Sea King Seafood Market and Crab House.
Okay. They've rebranded again.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Crab Shanty, then it was the Shanty Grill. Now, Sea King. There's a
Just 'cause-
uh there's a Bonchon right next to it. I've been to the Bon, which is the best. I fucking love Bonchon. Anyway,
Slut for Bonchon.
I'm a huge slut for Bonchon. The nearest one to me is in Philadelphia, and
I
like
like
the
it too, I like a
opposite
Bonchon.
side of Philadelphia from me. Right. So you pull up
Okay.
to the Crab Shanty, and yeah, you see it's all boarded. It is all boarded up. The doors are shut and locked. Everything is sort of buttoned up tight. You Following your nose, Sefer, you are able to find the place where obviously like trails of people come, and go in. There is a door, sort of like, the storm doors that open up to the basement, like where beer deliveries would come down into, where like tap rooms would be, and down into the storage in the basement. Um, those doors are chained shut, uh, and um, no, they can't be chained shut from the outside, Dilla. That would not make any sense. When you open them, it sounds like they're chained. Try to open them. It sounds like they're chained shut from the inside. They are shut though and locked.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do something. Um, does there happen to just be a guy around that looks beefy that maybe we could convince to just ram into it?
Roll. Let me see. You are kind of
Other than that, my other thought, sorry, I have full Fallout brain right now. I am fully like, I just want to break a thing.
sweet.
Um,
Oh. So had you? I'm gonna give you something. But do you one better?
okay.
This is actually. You know that this is actually very close to the location of one of the drop points for your arcane network. So there might be something in one of those drops.
Yeah, as soon as we get out the car, I'll just go with the nugget you gave us earlier and say, like, I paged someone and was like, "Hey, pick us
Mhm.
up, take us to the crab shanty." Um, and they took us to the crab shanty because I
Mhm.
knew it would be close to a drop. Um, that's what makes sense in my French vanilla fantasy.
Mhm.
So, yeah, Imogen goes and is just tells Sefer and Soren, give me 2 shakes of a collie's tail, and I will be right back. Um, and Imogen goes to shuffle behind the remains of the crab shanty to the little, like, to the dumpster where there's like a little, like, in nondescript, like, square with an X marked through it,
Mhm.
just right behind it. And so she pulls away the dumpster to get to the drop.
To determine how cool this thing is, I would like you to. Okay, first tell me what you wish was there. Like, what do you wish was there?
Battering ram.
Battering ram. Hell yeah. Roll plus
Why is
corruption.
JT just shaking their head?
Because this is unhinged and I love it.
Okay, great. I
We're
didn't want to
up
be
to stuff.
judged.
We're up to stuff tonight.
Okay, what I gotta roll?
You got roll plus corruption. Roll plus corruption marked.
Wait, how do I do that?
So
I
have
d-
you marked corruption before?
no.
So roll plus 0.
Oh, fuck. 8?
Ooh, okay. All right.
Now do I mark a corruption?
Please hold.
Okay.
I'm consulting my Rolodex. Uh Hey JD. What are you afraid we're gonna find in there?
I think what Soren would be the most afraid of Imogen finding in there.
No, 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 no. Inside the crap shanty. Like, what are you
Oh,
worried is about to happen?
oh, I'm worried that there's about to be a whole lot of violence and that I'm not going to be able to protect the others.
Okay.
Because I
Sefer,
think
how
Soren's overconfident for himself, but he's now brought a civilian and a half into this.
Mm.
Mhm. You find a set of brass knuckles, uh, gleaming, uh, where the hand would grip, and kind of patinaed, uh, along the the thwacking edge, uh, and there are spots, darker patches, uh, sort of all along it that are in that appear to be it appears to be in Cyrillic. Like, it
Hmm.
looks like Cyrillic. I don't know if you read Cyrillic.
Fuck no.
Uh, so yeah, you've got this pair of brass knuckles. Uh, do you put them on?
Just for shits and giggles, I think the curiosity of wanting to understand them as much as she can, um, she puts them on just to be like, but not for too long.
Okay, so you slip them on and uh you feel a surge race through your body. Like blood suddenly pounding. You're very aware of your heartbeat. I don't know if Imogen has ever we're talking about high schoolers, so I don't know how Imogen experiences attraction to others. Uh this is a profound, sudden bloodlust. You want to break shit. God, you want to break shit. Feel just so good to show them all. Hi, Raiders. We're having a moment. It's the ADHD episode.
It is, in fact, the ADHD episode.
You this is one of the most there is no trace of anxiety, no trace of hesitation, none of those limitations that you've ever felt in this body that you've ever had. You were a fucking warrior. You were a regent. You reign.
I could fight my mom and win.
You could fight your mom and win. Uh, so yeah, here's what you're gonna do. You are going to real quick roll plus mortality. Roll plus your yeah, mortality.
Okay,
Uh and if you yeah, roll plus mortality.
that's an 11.
Sick. Amazing. So with an 11, you while you are wearing these, you do not mark corruption. You are able to wrestle your brain back into kind of like your own self, forcing down some of these, like what you're starting to recognize as not quite possession. It's not quite so sophisticated as possession. It's just a need to be used. And you are able to push that down. You don't have to mark corruption. And you, while you're wearing these, you attack with +2 blood.
Got
You got the power.
the power.
Uh, so I don't know. That door just does not look like a problem to you.
Yeah. Imogen comes around from the back of the building, and you just hear this like guttural giggle that y'all would not
Yeah,
have
Justin, fucking
anticipated
grip
coming
it,
from
rip
their
it,
mouth.
baby.
Just
Slop that down, dude. Shit, yeah, Jenny,
Thanks.
crack one for the
I'll
big
set
boy.
my timer.
thank you for donating.
Uh, yeah. So yes, this guttural giggle.
Um, uh, so they come back and they like say, "Well, I found these. I found these. I found these in the drop," and they like show off the brass knuckles, and they're like, "I don't want to keep them on at all times, like as an interesting fashion accessory." But
They smell like blood. And
yeah,
Are
and
you okay?
I've never felt better.
I think there's also some spinal fluid on there somewhere.
Yeah, it's really cool. Oh my god, this is okay. Sorry. Nope. This is really great. Uh, I want to punch the door down so bad.
Why don't
Uh,
you do it?
I have
Hall
to.
of Saint Soren says so. Then I might as well.
All right. I have to, because thank you, Red Xerus, for your donation. As it was a $25 donation, I must now run the game like this for 60 seconds. It's contractual. Uh, sir, punch the shit out of that door. Roll with blood, +2. Please tell me you
That's
got.
that's a 13.
Holy shit. All right. So what happens? Uh, you know what? What? As much fun as this is, and we all know how much I love to do this, why don't you tell me what happens to the door as you draw your fist back and just slam into that bitch?
I think Imogen, just a casual reminder, Imogen is like a size 16, like thicker girl, very pear-shaped. Um, Usually wears like sweaters with like leather patches and like Mary Janes. Um, like very unassuming, lots of very frizzy dark hair. Um, and they roll up the sleeves on their sweater and like feel the weight of the brass knuckles again. And then they just like slam the brass knuckles into um the doorknob of the doors, just throwing all of their weight and all of their might into it. Um, like they're letting out all of the rage and aggression and anxiety and everything about all of the bullshit that's been going on these last few months into this punch. It is like just the biggest wave of catharsis going through their body at this time.
The door, these are big metal storm doors, explode inwards. You see the chain snap into a dozen pieces behind it, and one of the doors comes fully off its hinges and goes flying down a hallway. And you guys see in front of you Ah, that fell down. Okay, well, you guys see in front of you an empty hallway leading down. There's steps leading down to the basement and a hallway beyond. And you sort of see down the empty hallway. There's nobody there that you can see. There's no people there. But this was a very loud entrance. There is no way. If there were people in here, they know you're out here.
All the while, Imogen is just like panting, their shoulders like rising and lowering with every like ragged breath, and just like the flame and like the just passion behind their eyes like dims, because they finally had this opportunity to let all of this like pent up aggression out, because you know Catholics just hold on to it all. So,
All right. Those of you with enhanced supernatural hearing begin to hear voices of the "what the fuck was that" kind.
So we're doing this. We're going in.
there's it appears so. Alley oop.
I'll go down first.
I don't hear any argument. Uh and yeah, Soren, you go down. Um I am going to give you guys an option right now. We can wait until your tank comes back and do something else. I'm sorry, tank 2 comes back. You guys actually, you're kind of an all tank party, if I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of all tanks and Imogen.
Mhm. But
It's
now Imogen is a tank. So
No,
like it
yeah.
is all
Imogen
Oops,
is
tanks.
a glass cannon.
oops, all tanks. Look, a tank can be made of glass. You
Lit-
you can make a tank out of glass. I'm pretty sure that was a Wunderwaffen at some point.
That sounds very Lyra. And I would I'd be into that. So we can wait till next session when maybe we're all a little more rested and our tank comes back. Or the three of you can just go down now, but it will be just the three of you. We can do this, or we can end ultra early, which is it's early, it's way early. But you guys are about to enter what will probably be the first combat of a combat heavy season
Hmm.
without Bedlam, without Jerome, and his horrifying demon presence.
And I know how much Bedlam loves to break shit.
And be a horrifying demon presence.
Yeah.
Now, if you can pull it off, though, it would be really cool. It would be very high risk, and you've been rolling like dynamite. I'm just saying.
I will say for my part, I feel like I've been steering a lot of the session, so I'm gonna put that in your guys camp for what you want to do.
I would love to gift it to JD.
I think we're going in as a trio.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's do this. Okay. Soren, You go in. Are you going in quiet, or are you going in quiet? Are you going in loud, or are you how do you do it?
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of what you did.
I think we're going in as quiet as possible. There's been enough noise, and it's not as though more noise is necessarily going to frighten them. So I think we're more looking for any element of surprise we can have at this point.
Okay. You are going in with caution. You move fast. The two of you out there, uh, what do they see as of Soren as you are entering this space?
I think especially for Imogen, it's a little jarring, maybe a little less for Sefer, since Sefer was stalking Soren the night before. And so for Sefer, this there are elements of this that look familiar. That Soren just takes a breath, and his movement is usually very precise and directed, and at this time it is smooth, it is automatic. He is melding into the shadows. He seems to know exactly where to step, and there is no hesitation. And he just looks over his shoulder at the two of you, nods, and then disappears inside. And he does disappear, at least initially, from your eyes. It's like he's there one moment, gone the next, and then you can see something moving through the shadows as he moves down the stairs and into the hallway.
Okay. I want I assume the two of you follow, tempting similar quietness, or as much as you can with your overlong dog claws clacking on the floor since no one has trimmed them in quite some time. All three of you roll a spirit.
Uh, that's an 8.
That's an 8.
It's a 9 for me.
Something's wrong. All of Zeke's fur is standing on end. All of your fur, Sefer, is standing on end. The air feels um, greasy. Not like ozone, not like that ozone feeling like right before a thunderstorm where like your hair's doing the weird thing, but like we walked into a too small room where somebody's got a deep fat fryer going. Things feel you're walking closer and closer to something that feels wrong and high energy in a bad way. Like in a way that feels like it's about to like burst. Zeke stops and says, I cannot. I can go no further.
What do you mean, Zeke?
It will happen again. It will happen again. And
Hey,
you see
okay.
Zeke slowly backing up, eyes fixed on some point in the air that you can't quite see, just backing up slowly. I will go no further. Will
It,
happen again.
it smells like we're on the event horizon of a black hole made of bacon grease.
I mean, that could just be, the leftover from, crab boils and stuff.
No.
I thought about this, but there's a certain uh extra eldritch quality, and I don't think it's just the seafood.
That would be the untethered Athenor.
Oh, there's the German.
You're hearing this voice from what sounds like a speaker, and you see rolling up like a little
Little RC car.
like a little RC car. It
Mhm.
is like it's a little
Like
RC
it's
car with a little
mhm.
speaker on it.
Uh-huh.
Like it's about that big. Little RC car running up with a speaker on it. That would be your untethered Athenor. You have come back. That is excellent. We will actually be able to proceed with the experiment. Thank you very much. Except you have brought friends. Hello, would you like to view the creation of a new universe? Hello, children? I have asked you if you would like to be gods. Would
I,
you like to be gods?
you don't have to be rude,
I
man.
am not
That's
being rude. This is a completely normal thing to have happen. I am not being
We
rude.
y-
You're being rude. Why would
y-
you interrupt me?
it's fair. I got nothing to say to that. Out of curiosity, where was your jar made?
My job?
Jar.
Oh, uh, 2 seconds.
Okay, all right. There's an answer to this question.
Pennsylvania.
Well, okay, do you happen to know what part of Pennsylvania?
Horsham?
Okay, close enough. German brain, German jar. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I got off track again. You were talking about gods and shit.
Yes, would I your friends have the option. I'm giving it to them. Would you like it? Otherwise, you can kindly leave so that we can continue our grand design, our grand experiment, and then I I guess you can come later when we cast the doors open for all who wish to enter our universe without sin.
I mean, Soren, it sounds like I'm I'm kind of half joking here, but it is like the next step.
Oh, you are Soren. You are the saint.
I am.
Interesting. Interesting. Oh, your presence would very much throw off much of our readings, I am sure. You are actually a saint if you actually have a connection to God. Could you perhaps wait outside?
You would ask a saint to not witness a miracle?
Yes.
Like in the interest of science, in the interest
I-
of pursuing a true Chrysiopeia.
I mean,
Precisely. It is not because you are a saint that I wish to exclude. It is not I'm merely wishing to exclude variables. I am already working in, you see, a basement. The little car sort of spins around. You see these materials I am working with.
You're
I'm
trying you're
working with
trying to make a universe without sin in the basement of a crab of the crab shanty.
I
Yeah.
am trying precisely. You see? You should have stuck around. We could have done such work together.
You were real jerks though.
I'm sorry about that, as well as I am sorry
You
that
put
you
me
are.
you put me in a little guy.
I put you in a. I thought it would be more comfortable to be in a little guy. I did not think you would become a. I did, If I knew you would be more comfortable in a dog, I would have put you in a dog. I thought perhaps the systemic shock of suddenly being in a significantly different creation would have, caused some kind of, I don't know, massive
And
systemic decay.
it,
Actually, let me
it
look at you. Zzz, it comes
and
whooshing way forward.
and
Little
and I don't want to
camera.
see, and hey, your concern is appreciated, but I feel like that would be much better expressed by and I hate to put it in such stark terms, not ripping my not soul out of my body.
Oh,
That
yeah. Well, you see, that is actually kind of.
Speaking of my body, yeah, we're here for it. You
Oh,
got give it.
Uh, no, cannot. I cannot do that because you see, ripping your soul out of your body is kind of a necessary step so that we can eventually rip it apart so we can actually do the creation of the new universe. Unfortunately, this is just the way. It's the closest thing we have to, an angel.
Mm,
you would desecrate an angel?
I mean, closest thing.
Desecrate. Closest thing.
Hmm.
It's adjacent. It's more. So have you? So have you? Have you? So you've read Voynich?
Yeah.
A little dry.
It's difficult to find it's difficult to find a copy. Oh, you have read it? Oh, I am so sorry. There's a very large man with a gun coming around the corner. I'm afraid our conversation will have to end. Um,
Well,
if you would
talk to you soon. Yeah,
if you would
that's
please
fine.
like lie
Yeah.
down and let these other two get
Uh,
shot, I would very much like to continue speaking with you.
no, I understand. No,
Goodbye,
tell you
large,
what, I'll come to you. It's fine. I'll come to you. And yeah,
a very large man with a gun. Sure enough, comes around the corner.
bork, 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 bork,
Bork,
bork, bork,
bork, bork, bork,
bork, bork,
bork,
bork.
bork.
Where's the platypus with the fedora?
I don't know what that is.
It's they're talking about Phineas and Ferb.
Ah, I
Yeah,
don't know what that is.
it was after my time, but an old gaming group I was in was very into it, so I had to learn the idiom.
Mm. Oh, I thought it was still had wine in it, but that's just the melty. Uh, it's one of
No.
those melty glasses. No, that's fine. That's fine. I do not need. I had a nice little glass of rosé, and now I'm switching to water, and that is not a no. It's a yay.
Yay.
Yay! So, yeah, very large man with a gun. You are barking
Bork, bork,
loudly.
bork.
Is that an attempt to intimidate? Do you have a move to intimidate? He's just gonna
I
shoot you guys.
Yeah, I don't actually. I think that just kind of seemed like what would happen in the moment. I think that's the moment where just the dog takes over and it just bork, bork, bork.
Yeah, he
He
whips.
got that dog in him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got the
he
dog in
whips
me.
around the corner and is just going to fire. Would you guys like to? You guys should probably start using some moves. Otherwise,
I mean,
y-
I feel like Soren came down here with some violent intent. So
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'd like
sure
to use
did.
yeah.
vigilante.
Oh boy, okie dokie.
That's a third 12.
Okay, on a 10 plus, hold 3. You can spend your hold 1 for 1 to kill, disable, disarm, redirect an attack, or across a distance to any character. Name a character within your reach, or set an attack directed at them. He is going to whip around and shoot at uh, JD your highs, Amber your lows.
Great.
That is Imogen. He's gonna whip
No.
around and you're in path of his gun and he's going to shoot at you. JD, you
Can I
have the
use my first hold
You may use your
to
first hold.
take damage going towards Imogen?
Okay, you can take that damage. That is gonna be 3 harm. It is a big gun at close range. Do you have armor?
I sure don't.
Neat. Oh yeah, 3 harm is really gonna fuck you up then.
Yep, it
Fuck.
sure is.
Okay. Yeah. So you are shredded. 3 bullets go boom, 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 right through your body, but not into Imogen, crucially. Are you guys may now do a thing. He made his move.
Okay. Imogen. Oh, thank you so much for the
Yes,
follow.
thank you for the follow.
Um, Imogen would like to. You know what? Okay. I think I might pull a sorry. I'm not saying pull a string as in like a mechanical thing. I'm saying like um I hold on. Let me remind myself of my dad's name. I think it's Matthew.
No, your uncle's name is Maddie. Your father's name is uh, I knew your father's name once.
Christopher Kit. All right.
Christopher. Kit. Yep. Kit.
My Imogen bef- always thinking of like networking first, punch later, with the exception of like that initial surge. Holds up their hands and goes, "Wait, wait, 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 before we do anything else, what if I could promise to try to get my father involved in this to help you? And I want to use expert negotiator. When you persuade an NPC by offering an arcane item they need, treat a 7 to 9 as a plus 10 result."
Your father's not an arcane item.
Damn. Okay.
However, you have access to arcane items. You have one on your hand. You've got one in your room. And you have a whole archive of books. This German seems very interested in the writings of a man named Voynich.
Okay. Then. Okay. Listen, before we enact any more violence on saints, can Soren's already holy enough. We don't need to be adding any more.
There it is.
Can
That's the game, everybody. Good
It's a
night.
game. Good night.
what if I promise to help you out and help you obtain some of the writings and readings you're looking for? I have access to the church's library and archives.
Okay. Roll for me. Roll expert negotiator.
Well, I would if I didn't just yeet my
Just
dice.
fling your dice right across the room. Actually,
Yeah.
that was exactly what I wanted you to do.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well done.
Well, I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
Persuade an NPC, roll with heart,
Mhm.
which oh, okay. Oh, okay. I didn't need expert negotiator, but I did anyway.
Mhm.
That is a 10.
Ooh. All right. Let me look at the persuade an NPC here. Do, do, do,
It
do.
says on a hit they do what you ask. On a 7 to 9 they modify the terms or demand a debt. I'm asking them to stop the violence and like stop the attack and maybe enter negotiations for Sefer's body.
So, uh, what you say, the mook holding the gun, and Sefer, you recognize that this is indeed the mook that you spoke with before. Uh, the mook kind of sneers and is like looks clearly ready to fire again. But the German says, "Wait, wait, wait." The church's library, you say?
The very one.
Interesting. No, no, Anthony. Yes, I know what I'm doing. Shut up.
Yeah, Anthony.
Shut up.
Uncle Anthony.
Oh, don't do that. Don't taunt him. That's not going to help. It's not going to help things. Listen, listen.
I wasn't. I was just saying
You
hi.
can't take my microphone from me. It's a part of my chassis. And you hear another voice say, "You can't stop us. Go home. Go home.
Um. Uh.
Your
I
saint is
honest.
still alive, apparently. Leave while he's still got blood left in him."
I I really hate to say this, Uncle Tony, and I don't really mean to be rude. Um. But respectfully, you're my dad's brother. Which crucially means you are not my dad.
"I want to go with them." You hear in the back, "I want to go with them. I want to go with them to the library. I want to go with them to the library." It's like, "Come on, it will be fine. We can wait longer. It will give us more time to do research." Fine.
So
You
can
can
we get out of here and get Sefer's body back?
It's gonna take more than a trip to the library to get Sefer's body back. You can get us. You want Sefer's body back, you need to get me the next best thing. Get me blood of an angel. Actual angel. Or another homunculus. Whichever one works. You get me another whole, complete homunculus, or you get me an angel. That's what I need, kids. You think you can do that? Then you'll get your boy back. If not, sorry, nephew.
See, when you
It
say it
really
like that, it
isn't
makes it
about you.
seem like you don't really mean it. Like, I mean, like I am like so if it if it's so I'm sorry that I karate chopped you in the throat with with my little guy, my little train boy. I I I'm sorry, but that's no, you don't got to be mean about it. Kind of hurtful, if I'm being honest.
Boss, should I start shooting these guys again? I'm getting kind of confused here. You can go, or we can keep shooting. Take me with you to the library. The little like remote control car is bonking into your boot. Take me with you to the library.
What
Ugh.
assurance do we have that you won't just move forward with this the second we leave?
Literally none.
I have an idea.
Other
Okay.
than that, my German will be fucking distracted the whole time.
So no, I have a no. See, I have a solution to this. So you won't give me your body back, but okay. So I'm actually starting to feel a little bit bad just calling you they're German. Um, does feel a little condescending now that I'm saying it, even though you did tear my not soul out of my body. Um, what is your name?
It is actually kind of a funny story. You can just call me the German. It's fine.
Well, okay, I guess if you're, I guess, all right, we'll go with that. Feels a little dehumanizing, and that's me saying that. Um, but okay, well, Mister,
There is not a lot left of me that is human.
yeah, no, that's thing, that's fair. You you could send your little RC car with us to the library. What if you came with us to the library, though? You could go, you could check it out yourself, and also we would have assurances that you could not, in fact, move forward uh, until we get back.
Just to make things clear, as the GM, are you inviting Anthony or are you
Oh,
inviting the German in his brain body?
the yeah, in his brain body, yeah, because I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that Uncle Tony is not actually capable of pulling this off by himself.
I mean, that would work. We could do that. We could actually do that. You hear someone. You hear again the sound of shoving, and gears groaning, and
Microphone
they
feedback.
and yeah, microphone feedback, and you hear the mook just sort of throws up his hands and is like, "Oh my god, these people!
Do you want to sit down? Like here, I'll make some space on the stairs. It's fine.
No, this is stupid." He says, "I can't even smoke cigarettes in this building. It's not safe. Fucking OSHA." Uh,
Well,
and
w-
the German says, "Yes, yes, I will do this. I will go with you. I will go with you to the library, and we will we will discover so many new things." And he just goes off on a string of starts speaking German. And Sefer, I'm pretty sure you understand German. Um, do you have that thing where you speak all languages?
Greg, I don't think
I think that's a
I
mechanic you have.
do.
I don't think that's a mechanic you have, but like given
Yeah,
what we
I don't have a thing that lets me automatically understand languages, but I mean, I feel like it's reasonable that I probably have studied at least enough German to get by.
yeah, if I any of you took it as like your foreign language in high school, you can
Yeah.
understand a little bit of it. It's just he's gone off on a rant about all the things he's excited to look for at the library. Uh so yeah, he comes sort of zipping out and says, "All right, yes." And what you two see is again, it is a glass jar with a brain and a spinal column attached to tank treads, little tank treads that
oh,
kind of articulate slightly so that it can climb stairs in an upsetting Boston Dynamics kind of way.
Della, I hate it.
Yeah, it's got little eyeballs, like the eyeballs are part of the brain. It's bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
I
no.
just if you hate that, have you seen the video where they made the Boston Dynamics robot into a long Furby?
No.
No, no, I haven't
Please,
seen that one.
please link that. Link that and tag LC. They
Oh,
need to see it.
I'll get there. I'll
I
get
feel
there.
like
Yeah,
Steph is getting it as we speak.
beautiful, beautiful. I'm so happy right now. Okay, so yeah, a horrible thing comes in and says, "I don't know how you are going to get me in because I am horrifying."
You sure are.
But if you say you can do it, this will be fine.
Um,
But we would have to hurry. The
There's when Sefer kind of goes over to Imogen and nuzzles their hand while also whispering, "Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't actually get I didn't actually get this far in the plan. I was kind of winging it, if I'm being totally honest."
I turn to the big guy in charge and I say, when you put Sephir's brain in the dog, did you also get like a dog carrier with that?
You are making some assumption. Do you turn to the big guy in charge? You mean the mook, or do you mean the German robo brain? Because
German
the
robo
other
brain.
guy you were talking to has not appeared.
Yeah, the
The oth
German robo brain.
Okay, German robo brain. German was, "You're making some assumptions about my intent when we severed his ethanol from his body."
No, I actually am kind of responsible for the whole dog thing. That was me. That was me yeeting my Athenor into the great vast sea of being as an alternative to being a little guy.
Okay. I was just thinking we could put RC brain jar in a dog carrier and it would be less suspect than putting a remote control brain jar in the library.
The whole assembly of the jar is the size of a human torso, because it is the brain and spinal cord sort of stacked up.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh, that's awful.
yeah, yeah.
Everything about this.
Have
It's
we
it's
thought about
it's bad.
making him into a long Furby?
I don't know what that
Jail.
is.
I'm sorry. I'm a menace this session.
You guys have made some really astounding choices. But the brain in a jar is very much like it started like walking up the steps. Um, it he says, "Oh, if you look under, there is like a little compartment in the back that you can look in, sort of between the tire treads. There should be like a sheet you can throw over top of me."
You know, we work with what we have.
I don't have eyelids. Sometimes I just need,
If we consider just telling them that it's our emotional support brain in a jar.
I can be supportive.
Well, yeah, that's what a spinal column is meant to do.
I'm so glad you understand. It has been so. Do you know what it is like been working with these people who don't really understand these things?
Oh my god, how did I turn on hold on. I accidentally turned on Lump on Spotify, but
No, no notes. No notes.
Honestly, I needed this in my week.
Just about perfect.
Oh,
Just about perfect. Um, yeah, so you guys just sort of go. Uh the mook is just kind of like, "I shot you. Are you like gonna die?"
I don't know that I can die.
yeah, dying's for scrubs.
I can't be harmed in any way that matters.
"Hey boss, could we use this one?" I mean, we could just trade. Like, if that one's so valuable, I mean, you're like a saint.
Hmm. I thought the fact that I was a saint would be too many variables.
Not if we are severing what makes you a saint from what makes you tainted and mortal.
Last I checked, that wasn't part of the deal.
We are simply offering options. if plan A is to be plan A, we can get going and I can get to there's so many books there. And I actually have heard you have. Is it true? Is it true? I am seeing you have the pronoun pins. How do you have an honorific you would prefer to use? This is the brain in the jar is now talking directly to Imogen.
Sorry, I was distracted by Will's pick crew of Abby kissing Abby, and sorry.
Amazing. Amazing.
Um,
Yeah, no, I have had a chat with Will blowing the fuck up right now. With like Will and Q and people, and it is very distracting. Uh, but yeah, no,
Tell them we're causing chaos in the stream over here.
God,
Yeah.
we're doing stuff. We're doing stuff, guys. I don't know how I'm gonna weave this into the main plot, but wow, it's gonna make the main plot very silly. Uh,
I'm just
let's
saying, I am just saying, Della, you are the one who introduced a German brain in a jar.
What isn't silly about religious trauma?
it's just goofy. It's so camp. Church is camp.
Church camp.
It's
Yeah.
church camp.
Church camp.
So I lost the thread. What are we doing? Are we going to are you guys going to the library? Are you guys gonna patch up Soren's bullet wounds?
Yes, we're gonna patch up Soren's bullet wounds.
Okay.
I guess Imogen's gonna patch up Sword's bullet wounds, I guess, while we leave, and I guess as Sefer, trots off with the German brain in the jar, going like, so I'm gonna go out and illumine guess you're probably a big fan of Hegelian ethics.
Yeah, so you guys get into an interesting philosophical debate. Sefer, I'm gonna need you to roll with blood.
That is a 9. A lot of mixed successes tonight.
I refer you again to that list I gave you. Pick one.
Sure. Find that.
I'm
gonna go ahead and take option 3.
Okay. Okay. Uh, for those watching along, Sefer has the option to choose to abandon what they are doing to immediately seek their body, mark one harm, or mark one redemption. Uh you yeah, so you're taking option 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys go along. Just cruising along with your R2D2 in a sheet, which is chattering about Hegelian ethics, uh, with a dog.
Yeah.
Zeke, the farther you get away from the crab shanty, the more settled Zeke becomes. Um, do you have any moves that accelerate healing,
I
Soren?
do not.
Ooh, okay.
I made choices.
You sure did. So you aren't dead, but you are definitely in the grievous harm track.
I sure am.
Okie dokie. So yeah, you're cruising along. You are dripping. Um, what does your blood look like?
I think it looks wrong. Like, it starts looking like normal blood if you see it at the moment when it first exits his skin, but it becomes dead, coagulated blood so quickly. It's like what is coming out of him as soon as it's exposed to air
So
would be
it's
coming from a dead man.
so it like scabs over rapidly. Cool. You get another page from uh Sister Marie. You answer?
Soren will stop at a payphone to call her.
Soren, what's happening? Where are you?
I'm going to the library with Imogen.
To the library. Have you seen did Sefer come to school today? Have you seen them?
No, not yet.
Okay. Okay. Well, we really need you to come home. Soren, it'll have been 24 hours so we can call start a missing persons report for him for them. We can't uh we could we really need you home.
Yeah, of course I don't want to be causing any more stress to your family right now.
Which library are you at? I'll send Carl to come pick you up.
Don't worry about it, I can walk.
No, just tell me. It's not about worry. Okay, it's about worry. I'm gonna worry. I'm gonna worry. Just which library are you at? We'll send someone to pick you up. Just stay put, or I guess get there and stay put. And we'll come to pick you up and
You know what? I'll let them keep going. I'm at the payphone at and he'll read off the street.
okay, okay, okay. You hear her read that off to Father Chapek, and she says, she sort of says, "Okay, he'll be there. He'll be there soon. Thank you. We'll see you. We'll see you shortly." And she hangs up.
And
Do you actually stay?
I think Soren does. I think he looks to the other two and says, "You go on ahead to the library. Let me know when you're heading back, but I don't know if I can die again. I'm just not sure how much use I'm going to be to you right now."
You've already had to die for our sins once. I'm sorry that it almost happened again. No.
At least there would have been a good reason this time.
As
Zephyr,
you mm,
Zephyr, do you want me to tell your parents anything?
Oh gosh. Um, I hate to do this to them, but no. This is they'll just gosh. Oh, you know what? Shoot. We're already we got the brain. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh geez. Is the brain like nearby right now while we're having this conversation?
The if you the brain would stick close to Imogen unless they told it to not
In
do
in
that.
in that case, since we're gonna try, I think maybe Zephyr will hang back a bit with Soren, while presumably uh the brain continues to yammer about a bunch of Hegelian nonsense.
Mhm.
Um and will hang back and say, no, you know what, Soren, no, we should tell them. Look, we're just buying time right now. Maybe I maybe my dad can help.
So you want me to tell him everything? That your uncle has your body and is using it to create a new universe or something like that?
I don't know, when you put it like that, I no, you know what? Sorry, it's dog brain, not great all the time. Yeah, you know what? I think we should tell them.
So tell them everything.
But then, oh shoot, but then if Uncle Tony thinks that, then he might destroy my body. Shoot, no, we can't tell them. Shoot, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta be honest with you, Soren. I've kind of been making it up as I go since I woke up as a little guy.
Same, buddy.
Yeah.
Relatable content.
I I followed you out of the house, and then I woke up as a little guy, and I've just been kind of, and then I was a dog, and now eh, and then I came up with the take the German guy with us idea, just a way to stop them from double crossing us, and that's all the further I got. I don't I oh shoot, I don't know. Really going through it, man.
Yeah, I can tell, Zephyr. Look, I think maybe your dad could help if he knew, but I also think, I mean, they were willing to shoot kids. I'm guessing they're not going to have any issues shooting at adults in that case. So I'm willing to tell your dad if you want me to tell your dad, but I'm also not going to make that choice for you, especially if it puts him in danger. They're about to file a missing persons report.
The thing is that it doesn't just involves you two and involves Imogen. I can't if I tell my parents this escalates, and I can't. I don't know what that means for you guys, and I can't make that choice for you guys.
I mean, I'm gonna have to tell them something happened to me, whether or not that involves you.
Okay, tell you what, here, I'm gonna go draw aggro from the brain. See what Imogen thinks. And Sefer will go back up and rejoin the, I presume, very one-sided philosophical discussion with the German brain.
Yes,
Yeah,
now see, yeah,
Imogen is just doing the like, oh yeah, yeah, totally understand.
the problem with and yeah, you've entered a serious discussion of divine provenance,
Yeah, no,
fate.
the oldest systemic program of Germanic idealism. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
you're
romantisch Nature philosophy. Yeah, you can never get that out of the carpet.
yeah. So that is happening. And then you guys, Imogen, you go over and talk to Soren. I needed my stick.
Sorry, I just saw the long Furby and I hate it.
Mhm.
Great.
You're welcome.
Soren, um, I'm I'm of two minds because I didn't want to see you hurt, and I'm sorry you're the only one that actually took any harm during that confrontation. But I
I'm
also
not.
know you wanted to go in guns blazing. I'm sorry.
No, I made my choice, Imogen. I wasn't going to let you get hurt because I not only had I dragged you into this, I caused all of this. I should have let them trade for me. That's what I should have done. I should have given Zephyr's family them back. I was selfish.
It's not selfish to do something for yourself for once. No, it wasn't selfish. Hold on, back up, back up. It's not selfish at all because you saved me, and I'm grateful to you, Soren. Thank you, genuinely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Could you use a hug right now?
Sorry, I'm just still thinking about the fact that earlier today you thought that I might have killed Zephyr, and now you're thanking me, and that is a little bit of emotional whiplash right now.
Yeah. Well, I need. I listen. It's been a long day, and hearing a dog talk about the singing the praises of Hegel um, is convinced me. Yeah, okay, sure, that is Sefer, and they're okay. I am sorry that again for the ways that I've hurt you today and the ways that you've been hurt indirectly by me today. Genuinely, you're a good person, Soren.
And it is very clear that Soren does not know what to do with that. Okay, Imogen. So, what would a good person do? Would a good person let Sefer's family go and file a missing persons report? Or would a good person tell them what's happened today?
A good person would do what they feel that is right, that causes the least amount of harm to others along the way, and does the most amount of good. I don't know what philosophical, you know, or religious sect that belongs to. That's my ethos.
Thank you, Imogen.
You're welcome. You deserve it.
I think I'm going to tell him. He deserves to know where his child is.
I'll back you up on that decision.
Are you really going to take the brain into the library?
I don't know if I'm a good person yet, Soren, but if it means doing good by giving Soren their body back, sorry, Sefer, so many S's, Sefer their body back, and it stopped you from getting killed, I think that's putting a little bit of good back into the world.
I don't know that I know how to gauge whether someone is good or bad, Imogen, but I've never had any doubt that you're at least trying to make the best choices and do the most good at any given time. And I know that sometimes we don't have all of the information, and that can mean people get hurt if we choose wrong, but it's not wrong if it's the only choice we could make in that moment. I'm sorry that things that I have done have scared you. I'm sorry that you I'm sorry that you've seen me as someone who's dangerous, and I'm sorry that I am someone who's dangerous. But I'm not dangerous to you, and I'm not dangerous to Sefer, and I'm not dangerous to Jerome.
That's just the beauty of mortality, isn't it? Or at least from where I'm standing. Anything that looks beautiful and looks anything could bring harm to you, no matter the package that it comes in. Some people don't have to worry about that, but some of us do. I'm sorry to have taken your goodness for granted.
Of all the people in my life who have taken me for granted, you do not count among them, Imogen.
Does this count as going to confession?
No, but it definitely counts as a moment of intimacy. So I would love you guys. This is I feel like, again, you guys get to determine when your intimacy moves are, but I would like to remind you guys that they exist.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I think I'm the only
Uh,
one that's used them.
huh?
It's been a long while since we've used any of them.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
really haven't used very many intimacy moves. We haven't used any, I think, in season 2. First intimacy move of season 2. Woo! All right. Tell us y'all's intimacy moves.
You want to go first, Amber?
Yeah, I just have mine pulled up. When you share a moment of intimacy, physical or emotional, with another person, they get a debt on you, and you have what they desire. Ask them to name an item they have been seeking. That item has recently turned up in your arcade network. You don't have to think of that tonight. You can think on it.
I'm gonna think on that. So my intimacy move is when you share a moment of intimacy, physical or emotional, with another person, ask them if you should be an agent of justice or vengeance. If they say justice, ask them how you could relieve the burdens they carry and take +1 ongoing to actions toward that end. If they say vengeance, mark corruption.
Also, on the this is should be, not are.
Can I also have some time to think on that?
Absolutely. Actually, I think that this is probably a really great place to we'll pause here for tonight. We'll open up with these intimacy moves, these drama moves next session. But for now, we sort of pull away. The sun is setting, and we see our characters in silhouette. We see Soren standing next to the payphone, and we see Imogen walking away with a smallish dog at their heels and a cylinder covered in a sheet rolling along next
Oh,
to
just
her.
just
And
just just poke 2 little eyes and we'll say it's a ghost.
And that'll be so much more normal.
it's
I
everything
mean, in
about
this
this.
world,
It's so very normal. Uh that is our show tonight, ladies, gentlemen, and others. We have been TK. This has been Thy Kingdom Come. TKC. Fucking
Yeah.
whatever. We say words on cameras into microphones. That outros. Outros. Amber, say where we can find you and the stuff.
Hi, everybody. My name is Amber, also known as the Space Jamper. I am a 3-time Emmy-nominated TTRPG writer, editor, podcaster, and streamer. You can find me anywhere there's internet at the Space Jamper. I'm currently not active on socials except Instagram stories right now, just because mental health reasons. But um, I don't know. We'll see how this the next couple weeks in my new job goes, if my mental health repairs itself. But currently, I am prepping to appear on 2 panels at Gen Con this year. What the fuck? Who allowed that?
Amazing.
So yeah, I'm gonna be talking about I am on one panel about writing and publishing TTRPGs. So that's sick. And I will be on another panel where we are playing the Wild Sea live. So that's gonna be sick. Yay. Oh, wait, other places you can find me. Amber, duh, God, listen, this is the second stream I've been on in like a month. You can also find me on Friday on this very channel playing Monster Hearts as part of a a season of Secret and Shadows Tokyo Drift, which is JD's beautiful Regency Monster Hearts game, and lots of things happened last episode. So we're just gonna go with it.
You're having a normal time, and there is certainly no problem with the fact that you are standing in front of all of the Cerberus together, including your ex.
That's a foursome. Imogen? Nope, not Imogen. Wow. Fuck it. I'm not finishing that sentence. Bye.
I think Imogen just immolated.
Incredible. Tune in on Friday to find out what happens. Brendan.
Hey everybody, it's me, Brendan. I have been incorrigible this session, as it turns out. I when I am not here, I am playing the generally more hinged Alex Sandowski, aka Victory, at least in every respect, but when it comes to food. I also am the GM for Cryptic Community College, which we're going to record the season finale of season 2 sometime. Eventually, it'll happen. I swear it's going to happen. It turns out the season 2 finale is the ultimate cryptid. But I'm not doing that. I am also a writer for Dystopia Rising Maryland. Just had an event this past weekend that I think was a big hit. I am very tired from that. And then I am about to go out into the woods for 4 straight days for the Dystopia Rising New Jersey premiere event. I'm not going to be writing for that, though. I'm just a player. I get to be someone else's problem. So if you happen to also be out in the woods in New Jersey, being feral, come say hi. If you are at the LARP, if you're just out there being feral for your own purposes, I don't know, come say hi anyway, I guess. Okay, sure. That's it. That's me. That's me out.
Don't tell people how to live their lives, Brendan.
I know,
If
all
they want
right?
to be feral in the woods, let them be feral in the woods.
Yeah.
I mean, what
yeah.
else is New Jersey for?
I did. There was an occasion when I was out there at that LARP and we were out trying to do a scavenger hunt, and we definitely got like lost. At a certain point, had to be like, guys, they did not stash the stuff out here. We are in the middle of the fucking Jersey Pine Barrens, in the middle of the pouring rain. This is suboptimal, guys.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're good. That's bad. JD.
Yeah. I'm like,
Don't.
yeah, I'm gonna take us. I'm gonna take us home. It's fine. Hi, I am JD. Tonight I have been Saint Soren. You can find me on socials at JD not Jason Dean, pretty much everywhere. Tomorrow night I will be over with Entropy Emporium running They Call Us Villains, which is a masks horror game. I will be back here on Thursday for Redacted, running our psychological horror game, also known as David Lynch's 24, though we are now in 48 hours, I think. Maybe getting closer. Nope, we're not closer to 72. Never mind. And then I'll be back again on Friday to run a third season of Secrets and Shadows, aka a season of Secrets and Shadows, Tokyo Drift. And there are so many other things that are coming up. I think I'll be back here on Saturday as well, and Sunday. So there will be a lot of me here, but look at my socials to find out what that is. So we are not here all night. Also, hi, thank you for the follow. And because it has been a long and feral night, Della, you are our last one up.
Oh shit, I have to say words too.
You do.
Oh yeah. Hi, I'm Della. I have been everyone else. I'm also going to just go right up on ahead and apologize. Kind of feel like I started off this stream being like, just don't misgender people, and then I misgendered Sefer the entire fucking time. I apologize for that. That's on me. I'm gonna work on it.
If it makes you feel better, I also misgendered them at one point. I misgendered my own character at one point during this stream. So
I am not going to use that as an excuse for myself. but I appreciate the acknowledgement as well. You can find me here always. I am. You can find me here on doing this game second and fourth Mondays. You can also find me here every Thursday. This coming Thursday, I will be in Redacted as a veritable haunted house of ghosts all residing in one aged forest ranger. She's not aged. She's like 39. She's not much older than me. And
She's as old as I am. Jesus Christ, Stella.
sorry. She's had a hard life. And I'm doing that. And then I'll be back the Thursday after that as B, maybe, if the prophecy has been fulfilled and Geodis has returned. And that's me. That's what I do. That's all I do. And that's it. I think that's it. Okay? Okay. All right. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you on, I guess, what's the fourth Monday? The 27th. See you on the 27th. Goodbye.
And as everyone is saying goodbye, I'm going to bring us into a raid, and then we will say goodnight for now. But stay on. We're going to go hassle Lost Caravan, and everyone say one final good night.
Good
Good
night.
Good night.
night.
Good night, everyone.